Correct. Thanks, Murray. And I'm now live. See you. Bye-bye now. And a very warm welcome. We're now about to welcome you to the Caloundra Croquet Club, the beginning of day 6 at the Interstate Championships between Western Australia and South Australia. Now, we're all fairly new to this. This is courtesy of the Caloundra Croquet Club's equipment, so I'm not aware of names of players or the scores at the moment, so what we'll do, or the scoreboard operations, so what we'll do is we'll just bring you the filming so at least you can watch this in the comfort of your own homes or wherever you are and enjoy some high profile, high octane croquet. Whilst we're watching the two teams from WA and SA battle it out here, or the first of the hoops, the players for WA include Gary Phipps, Marty Clark is their coach, Chris McWhirter is the captain, Chris you can see in the background there, and then Brett McCarty and Torben Back. And for the ladies we've got Janine McCarty, Robin Dart, Joyce Carboni, Jennifer Brand and Judith Nichols. So that's the WA team. And in South Australia we have Stephen Condus, Barry Jennings, Mark Senior, David Maunder with Barry Hayden the captain, and Kim Millhouse their manager and coach. And for the ladies we have Virginia Arney, Kate Logan and Woodhouse who's their vice captain, Julianne Jago and Laura Eden. So that's the players that will be competing for both teams. Unfortunately I can't tell you, as I'm isolated on my own here doing the filming, I can't tell you who's who in the zoo, but I do know Chris McWhirter because I had the pleasure of playing him when I was in the men's golf croquet championships, and a brilliant player he is too. I got a few points from him though, so I'm very proud of that. South Australia obviously playing yellow and red, with Western Australia the blue and black. And at the moment it looks like South Australia have a reasonably good control of hoop number 1. The attentive clearance by blue just cannoned off the right hand upright, so it now leaves yellow in a very commanding position wide from black. Blue behind, but at this you can't quite see because the ref's in front, but blue is going to be cleared by South Australia as we speak. Chris McGuirty to play. Assuming he doesn't go through the back door, that leaves yellow with a very strong position to be able to take hoop 1. Yellow to play. And South Australia take the first hoop. 1-0. WA have just played in and left a nice little party right in front of hoop number 2. South Australia currently leading 1-0. And a fabulous jump shot from South Australia brings them up to 2-0. Now a bit of a mess in front of the hoop with 3 balls all congregated together. So, referee John Dopel, I believe this is, marks the balls ready for our next hoop. Number 3.
Stephen Condis, South Australia. Kate Logan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Stephen Condis.
And then WA, Marty Clark. Chris McWhirter and.
He'll be.
Is it Jennifer Brand?
No. That's the lady in the black. That's the Western Australian.
Yeah.
But the Kate Logan.
Yeah.
And
Stephen Condis, yeah, and WA, Chris McWhirter and
somebody did say her name.
Oh. Well, whilst I'm filming, I'm just being told that our players are Stephen Condis, and Kate Logan for South Australia, and of course WA, Chris McWhirter needs no introduction, and Jennifer Brand, as I thought, is the second player for WA. So there we have it. Now we're acquainted with the 2 teams. Sure, everybody knew their names anyway, except me. South Australia taking yet another hoop, number 3, and the score is 3-0. And by way of introduction, for those of you who are viewing from afar, Caloundra Croquet Club, where we're currently situated, is in a place called Woody Point, which is on the Red Cliffs Peninsula, just north of Brisbane. A beautiful sunny seaside environment, although I must say today we're not seeing any sun. It's quite a cool overcast day, which no doubt is welcomed by most of our players, because it has been rather hot in the first days of the Australian Championships, but today everyone was nice and cool. Ireland is, as you probably know, most croquet clubs are named by their location, as in Windsor Croquet Club, Caloundra Croquet Club, Noosa, etc., etc. But Ireland is named, instead of Woody Point, which is our location, it's named Ireland because the lady who first formed the Croquet Association way back in 1955 used to actually have the games played on her lawn, and her lawn was in a house called Ireland. And she was from Scotland originally, so that's where the name originates from. So Ireland bucks the trend. So once again, South Australia in a commanding position in front of hoop number 4. Steve Condors about to play red. And he makes a clean hoop. South Australia 4, Western Australia 0. So at the moment we've got some 60 players that are battling it out on the WCF Interstate Shield competition. WA at the moment a little bit behind the 8 ball, so they'll no doubt be wanting to improve their standing at some stage very shortly. Chris and Jennifer, consummate players in their own right, so they won't be giving up without a fight. South Australia to play. Red coming in off the boundary on the southern boundary, and an excellent clearance of blue. And of course that leaves black now with a commanding position in front of the hoop. Chris McWhirter just sits in front of the right hand upright as we look at the hoop number 5. No doubt now this is going to give her an An opportunity for an in-off for yellow. Nope. Of course, he clears it. And the rotation begins again. Kate Logan from South Australia perfects a good clearance on blue, which then of course leaves red now with a fairly commanding position right in front of hoop number 5. It's Jennifer Brand about to play blue, no doubt looking for the clearance on red. Unfortunately misses. Stephen Condors with a shot at the hoop. The possibility of taking South Australia to 5-0. And that's been rejected, so Chris and Jennifer from WA lived another rotation. Blue just attempted the clearance, but of course cleared its own ball. So now we've got red right in front of the hoop. Stephen Condors to play for South Australia with a relatively easy chance to take the score to 5-0. Well, the commentator's curse, I shouldn't have said anything. He unfortunately doesn't quite make it. That sits in the jaws. And there's a sitting duck now for Chris McWhirter from WA to clear it on the back. Well, maybe I shouldn't say anything from now on, because Chris McWhirter has now missed an opportunity to clear red from the back. And we start again. So Kate's just placed yellow in a cover position to prevent blue from being able to clear. Right back from halfway down the lawns, Jennifer to play from WA. Well, a good attempt, she clears the yellow. Of course, that now leaves red with a really, hopefully, unassailable position right in the jaws. Take hoop number 5. Hopefully the commentator's curse won't be working this time, and he makes it. 5-0 to South Australia. Stephen Condus from South Australia taking a shot right down the barrel of the camera here. Oh, just missed. Just a reminder of the scores. We're on hoop 6, South Australia 5, Western Australia 0. So the yellow rejected by the number 6, but sitting right in front, and Jennifer about to clear red, which would pave the way for, once red has played, providing it didn't get the opportunity to clear black, for Chris McWhirter to attempt a jump shot. So Jennifer may well have put red behind the hoop, making it difficult for a clearance shot on black. Steve and Kate having a conference to work out their strategy. McWhirter to attempt a jump shot, which will be somewhat hampered by red being right adjacent to it, and I'm sure Chris won't find that too much of an obstacle, but let's say nothing. WA now on the board. Chris securing hoop number 6. The score's 5-1. An excellent shot from Jennifer. And WA taking the scores on hoop number 7 to 5-2 to South Australia. attempting hoop number 8. Blue's just dislodged red from a reasonably good hoop running position. Still a danger, but less so than before. So Kate and Stephen from South Australia discussing their next opportunity. Stephen looking to block the path of Chris McWhirter's black, which will no doubt be going for the hoop. And from here it does look as though, judging by Stephen's body language, that he's left a little bit of a gap for Chris to attempt hoop 7. Hoop 8, my apologies. And he clears red. No hoop. So it looks as though Kate's played a good shot in with yellow, which is wired from blue. Chris just pointing out where he would think the next shot needs to go. Jennifer opting to try and clear red, because obviously red will be looking to try and clear black so that black doesn't have a shot on yellow, which is right in front of the hoop, and so therefore the biggest threat. And it looks as though Kate's directing play so that red will be attempting to come across and block black from clearing yellow. He doesn't quite succeed in. Nonetheless, he's in front of the hoop. With black to clear yellow, which it does so successfully. A little bit of a cat and mouse game at the moment on hoop number 8. We will be attempting to clear red. And it does so successfully. So red a good distance away onto the eastern boundary, such that a clearance on black not going to be as easy as you might like, because that will then leave the chance of Chris from WA making an attempted shot on the hoop. Red, a very valiant effort to try and block black, but nonetheless leaves a nice gap for Chris black to play. So he's in opted to clear yellow. Not quite what Kate wanted. Yellow has attempted a blocking shot on blue, but in doing so has unfortunately dislodged black to a position right in front of the hoop. So no doubt Jennifer from WA will be looking to try and clear red behind the hoop number 8. So that it's wired from black, leaving the way clear for WA to perhaps come back to a position of 3-7, but anyway, it's not quite been wired, so red at the hands of Stephen Condis will no doubt be looking at a clearance shot on black. Well, a magnificent shot. Black is safely dispatched away from right in front of hoop number 8, so Chris is now going to come back with a shot on yellow. shot again. Real seesawing backwards and forwards. Hoop with commanding positions by both sides, being thwarted by the opposition. Such is the viciousness of croquet. So it looks like Jennifer's blue has taken up a pretty good position in front of hoop, and having, according to Stephen's reaction there, it may well have wired itself from red, which is next to play. So Stephen now looking at trying to perhaps make a blocking shot on black to avoid the possibility of black being able to clear yellow, which would then obviously leave the path clear for blue to attempt the hoop number 8. Unfortunately, red doesn't quite secure a block, so black to play with a clearance shot on yellow. And he does so. Now Kate has to attempt to clear blue, and from this angle it looks pretty good, but it may well be wired behind the hoop from blue, but let's just see. Certainly looks as though she's making an attempt. So it just careers into the right-hand upright of hoop number 8, leaving Jennifer now with an opportunity to go for the hoop. Well done, Jennifer. So, hoop number 8 is taken by WA, leaving the scores at 5-3 to South Australia. Hoop number 9. South Australia 5, Western Australia 3. And just while we're waiting for the strategy to be worked out by the players, we at the Sunshine Coast region have enjoyed an absolutely fabulous series of competitions here in the Australian Championships, and we're very privileged at the Caloundra Croquet Club to get to see the final between the two Fletcher brothers, Malcolm and Robert, with Robert a resounding winner in the best of three. He won the two matches, and it was just unbelievable to watch such high quality players playing in front of us, and knowing how good they are from what we all see on the TV, but when you see it live in person, you just realise how unbelievably accurate these players at this calibre are, and you know, watching a live performance, incredibly entertaining. And for relative newbies like me, it's a very good example of just what you've got to do to increase your level of skill to be able to compete at this level. Of course, people like Chris McWhirter, as we can see in front of us here, and the other players around him, plus those on the other courts that are playing as we speak, are all equally of a huge skill level, which is very, very difficult to emulate when you're just starting out. But many of these players are obviously old hands at the game, and they're a very major inspiration to those of us like myself just starting out in competition, to aspire to the level that these people have achieved. So it's a great privilege for us in the Sunshine Coast region to have this visit from so many of the country's best players converge on our region to entertain us with some high quality croquet. So some delicate touches now around the hoop as they try to work their way in, but at the same time stay wide from their opponent. So there is an opportunity, if we look down the barrel of the camera here, where we can see that blue does have a shot on the hoop, although not that easy from that distance. And she sensibly opts to clear yellow away, leaving black and blue in a commanding position in front of the hoop, with Stephen looking to clear blue. So a great blocking shot from Chris McWhirter in terms of putting it behind the hoop to try and protect itself from yellow. However, one never knows with the accuracy of these players just whether or not yellow can make it through the back door of the hoop and just lodge black. We shall see. Kate's yellow cannons off the right-hand upright of the hoop. On hoop 9, leaving black with the commanding position right in front of the jaws. So no doubt Jennifer will now look at trying to clear the red away from black, as there is a potential opportunity for a jump shot here. Or in fact, she's not cleared, she's just made a big nuisance of blue by putting it right behind red, so that will obstruct the opportunity of red being able to make a jump shot. So at this moment, WA really making a good go of coming back at South Australia, who started off with a resounding lead of 5-0, and then we're now up to 5-3 on hoop 9 with a possibility of black securing hoop 9 to make it 5-4, but as I said, the commentator's curse shouldn't be used here, because Stephen is still looking at the possibility of a jump shot with red. Well, a valiant attempt, but unfortunately misses, and now black to play. So, successful. WA 4, South Australia 5. WA just cheering on their neighbouring opponents on our lawn number 1 here, where WA look as though they've won their first match with the doubles. Stephen attempted a hoop shot there, which just sailed past the right hand upright as we look at hoop number 10. Chris clears yellow, which now leaves a very serious opportunity for blue to take hoop number 10. But Kate's certainly going to have something to say about that, so